So if you watch some of my videos, you may be aware that I'm a big fan of the captures that Amalgam does for the quad Cortex. And they've been releasing some new ones lately. And as usual, they've released a few freebie versions from those packs of certain amp settings. And I figured we could check out some of the freebies here today and think about whether we want to invest in buying the whole packs. So what we have here is we have 6 captures here today. And one thing I want to point out is all of these captures are amp with a cabinet. So we don't need to run an IR with any of these captures. The speaker is built into the capture. And you can tell that because of the icon on the capture. So let's see what we got. So we've got a Matchless HD30, edge of breakup, balanced EQ. We have a 2-Rock traditional clean, again, edge of breakup with a balanced EQ. We have a 2-Rock classic reverb. Here we've got a crunch with the FET on, balanced EQ. Down here, this one is not one of the newer ones, but it's one I hadn't checked out yet, so I figured I'd add it in here. So this is a Magnatone, and we got edge of breakup with a balanced EQ. We've got the 2-Rock sterling silver. This is a clean setting with a balanced EQ. And then last, another one that's maybe not one of the newest ones, but is relatively new and I hadn't checked out yet. This is a Benford. Again, we're at edge of breakup with a balanced EQ. So overall, our preset is pretty simple. I got a few pedals up front. This capture is kind of interesting. I was watching a John Cordy video recently, and he was using a fractal, and he was using this SDD preamp, which I guess is for a Korg delay pedal, but it's something the Edge uses, and I guess some players like it in terms of it's one of those, the preamp to the effect is as valued as the effect itself. So I found this capture on the Cortex Cloud. Someone had posted it for free. I figured we could check it out. And then the other pedal I got up front is a Klon, and this is a built-in Myth drive for the quad Cortex. On the back end, we've got a dual delay running. I'm keeping the mix a little bit lower than usual, just so we're not overpowering the sound of the amps. And then I've got a plateless reverb again. The mix is a little lower than usual. So let's check out how these sound. So this is our Matchless HD30. And here's just the amp. So let's check it out with this SDD preamp capture. So that SDD preamp does add a little bit of kind of that top end bite. It's kind of nice. Let's try it with the Klon. Takes the pedal pretty well. Let's move on and try the 2-Rock traditional clean. And this one, I find the very low end a little boomy, and we'll talk about that later. But here it is with the SDD preamp on it. Let's try the Myth drive. will say these captures, I don't even have the level very high on the Myth Drive. Usually Unity's at 5, but for some reason, these captures, when you kick them on the front, they tend to get really loud. And so I'm finding that they're kind of loud and have a little bit of a bassy kind of boom to them on the low end. So like, this is the Magnatone one. Just the low end's getting a little, I don't know, boomy and loose. And so what I found is I ended up putting on a low high cut, and I've got the mix frequencies up about 170 or so. And then, the high frequencies I got around 6K. So again, not trying to cut too much off of it, but just trying to smooth that boominess on the bottom and then cut out any of the top end stuff. I think it sounds better with this. If we go back to the Magnatone. I think it's pulling in some of that boominess. I like it much better with that. And then in terms of kind of getting loud, I went ahead and put a compressor on the back end, again, just to try to even out some of the volumes as you kick the front end with the pedals. So let's try the Bet on Crunch. So this is the classical reverb signature. You can hear that the crunch setting on this one, I would call it edge, honestly, on some other amp. We kick that with the SDD. Try the Myth Drive. So that one's pretty nice and smooth. Let's try the Magnatone. One's okay. Let's see. This is the sterling silver, and this is the only one of the bunch that the drive setting is set on clean. I'll bet if we get the one that says warm EQ, I'll bet this sounds really nice. I do wish the balanced EQ is okay. I wish it had a little more warmth to it. I bet the warm EQ setting sounds really nice. Let's see how this takes the SDD. Yeah, I think it's a little bit trebly. Let's try the Myth Drive. So yeah, it sounds good. I think I would like the other EQ settings a little bit more. And let's check out, this is the Benford Edge of Breakup. That's nice. I like that a lot. Let's kick that. Let's put both overdrives on. I like that one. That one's nice. I think my favorites are, I like traditional clean. Again, I think I would like the warm EQ setting better. Even the balance is really nice. The classic reverb. That's a nice warm sound to it. I like that one a lot too. And then I think it's the Benford. I think I may need to get the Benford pack and love to compare it against the Car and the Tone King that I had bought previously. This one sounds really nice. So as usual, I will put this preset up on my Cortex Cloud account. Feel free to grab it and play around with these yourself. I think they all sound good. I think definitely there's probably other EQ settings in the capture packs that I might like better than the ones they have here. I think the balance gives you a general sense of how it sounds, but generally when I've been looking at the Amalgam packs, I always gravitate usually towards the warm, especially when I'm thinking clean and edge of breakup tones. I'm heading towards the warm EQ. For some of their packs, once you get into more gain, then I'll start shifting towards the balance, so you get a little bit more of a clarity to it. But overall, I think another great set of captures from Amalgam, and I'll be looking at maybe picking up a few more of these here in the near future. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.